Throughout this year, one of the best players on the San Francisco 49ers defense has been Charvarius Ward at cornerback, and this year he's solidified himself as a top 5 corner. He has played spectacular football. So coming up on today's show, a lot of buzz, a lot of chatter about whether or not he's playing himself into a mega contract extension that could allow him to be one of the highest paid cornerbacks in the National Football League. Before we break this down, make sure you subscribe to the channel because whenever the Niners make a move, we cover it. And if you're looking for year-round coverage that's informative, entertaining, and insightful, this is your go-to spot. Hit that subscribe button right now. So what a week it was last week for Charvarius Ward. He went on Eric Armstead's podcast and he said, I think with the way that I've been playing this year, I'm a top 3 to 5 cornerback in the National Football League. And he said that I think I can become number 1 if I start converting some of my pass breakups into interceptions. And what does he go out and do against the Arizona Cardinals last week? He intercepted Kyler Murray twice. One of those came back for a pick 6. And an interesting story behind that, he was working with Sam Darnold, who has a really strong arm, who puts a lot of velo behind the ball during practice last week to hone in on his intercepting skills. And it seems as though the practice worked out for Ward because so many times this year, he's displayed really good ball instincts. He's turned around to address the ball while playing some lockdown corner, but it hasn't resulted in interceptions. He finally works with Sam Darnold. He gets better at intercepting those balls. Practice makes perfect, and he has 2 interceptions of Kyler Murray. According to Next Gen Stats, too, Ward put on the Jets on that pick 6. He reached a speed of 20.5 miles per hour. That's right up there with players like Tyreek Hill and DK Metcalf. As for where Ward ranks among all corners in the league this year, he ranks number 1 in pass breakups with 22. He ranks 2nd among corners in interceptions with 4. He also ranks 2nd in forced incompletions with 17. And the Pro Football Focus numbers back up the eye test, and they back up the opinion of mine and others that Charvarius Ward has been one of the top cornerbacks in the game here in 2023. Overall Pro Football Focus grade of 83.2. A coverage grade of 84.5, a passer rating allowed of 60.7. It really doesn't get all much better than that, and that has come on 558 coverage snaps. In my eyes, what makes Charvarius Ward elite, he has the attributes that you look for in a corner. He's long and rangy, which is what made Richard Sherman such a great player for Seattle and for a short period with San Francisco. Long arms, allowing you to jam wide receivers at the line of scrimmage. He has really good range and closing speed, but that wingspan allows him to bat down footballs. Speaking of batting down footballs, how many times nowadays do we see corners not turn around and address the ball? They run into their wide receivers or tight ends, and it's an easy flag for the officiating crew. Ward, on the other hand, has this instinctual feel to his game and an opportunity where he can read the eyes of the wide receiver. And when he sees those eyes go up to try to catch the football, or when he senses that the football is in his neighborhood, he's able to turn around, address the football, pick it off, or bat it down and come through with the pass breakup. I like Ward's physicality as well as the long speed, and that long speed was on display with that pick 6 against the Cardinals, and he can travel with any wide receiver 1 because of these attributes here. The looming question with Ward, with how well that he's been playing and his contractual situation, is he playing himself into a lofty contract? We're going to tackle that storyline next coming up on the show, but first, let's tackle Factor. You can get 50% off America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service by using the code NinersChat50. And during this bustling holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, flavorful meals to fuel you up on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals that are delivered straight to your door. you'll save time, and you'll stay on track with your healthy lifestyle, all while tackling your holiday to-dos. Now, a lot of you who know me well on the San Francisco 49ers report know that I prioritize my health and wellness. I have a running streak going right now of 219 days, and I want to be able to stay in really good peak conditioning and fuel up with some healthy food. And I'm able to do that with Factor. And if you're looking for calorie-conscious options over the holidays that don't skimp out on flavor, you can do that with Calorie Smart meals with around or less 550 calories per serving. You can go protein heavy, vegetarian as well. You pick your pre-made meals. They are already prepped and cooked to perfection. All you have to do, heat them up and enjoy them. Niners Chat 50, everything delivered straight to your door. I know Christmas is coming up, but New Year's right after that. If you're trying to save time during this holiday season, you can save time with Factor and still eat really, really well. Going back to Mooney Ward's contract, this was a great deal by San Francisco, considering what they've gotten from Ward in 2022 as well as in 2023. They projected him to become a cornerback one type of player. And with the Kansas City Chiefs, he was a UDFA out of Middle Tennessee. He played really well, but a lot of people thought that this contract for Ward was a little bit too rich. But so often teams are looking for corners with the attributes and the skills and the ability of a player like Ward. But I love these types of contracts because you get them at a lower asking price and a lower price in general, then they end up playing well, and you get a really, really good bargain for the player that they become. So a 3-year, $40.5 million contract is what the Niners signed Ward to last offseason. Average salary per year rounds out to be $13.5 million. There are a lot of corners, as we're about to show you, who are making about $20 million per year. So you're saving about $7 here with the play of Ward, who's honestly been better than a lot of those players. The total guaranteed money, $26.62 million. Now, a lot of you watching right now might ask, well, Ward is in year 2 of this 3-year deal. Why could he be asking for a new deal? He is currently the 12th highest paid cornerback in the NFL. He went on Eric Armstead's podcast and said, I think that I'm a top 3 to 5 corner. And if he believes that his market price is a top 3 to 5 corner in this league, he wants to get paid market value. I believe that I'm one of the best sports talk radio hosts on YouTube, right? I believe that I have special talent. I want to get paid in an upper echelon where I'm getting paid like some of the other better sports broadcasters on YouTube because I want to get paid what I'm worth and you want to get paid what you're worth. So Charvarius Ward probably is going to want a new deal where he feels as though he's getting paid his worth. And keep in mind, Ward was a UDFA. So when he's coming out of college, he's barely making any money. And he already got one bag, and he's still pretty young. Corners can play in this league for a long time. He's 27 years old. He looks at this as an opportunity to secure another bag. You next take a look at the highest paid cornerbacks per year in the NFL. Who would you rather have, Mooney, Ward, or some of these players? Now, some of these players are really, really good. Jair Alexander of the Green Bay Packers is making $21 million per. Denzel Ward is checking in at 20. Jalen Ramsey, 20 as well. Marlon Humphrey, who is coming to Levi's Stadium and said jokingly, I don't respect any player on that Niners team. He makes $19.5 million average annual value. And then Trayvon Diggs, who is out for the rest of the year with a torn ACL, is making $19.4 million. The issue, though, that the Niners run into, it's a feel-good story for them to buy low and get a player who has exceeded expectations, who has turned into a bargain for you. But San Francisco is paying a lot of players on this roster top dollar. And you think about all of them. Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Trent Williams, Kyle Juszczyk, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Javon Hargrave, Fred Warner, Charvarius Ward, and then there are some contracts that are looming here. Brock Purdy only has a 4-year deal. He's in year 2 of that. So an extension for him could be looming down the road. Brandon Ayuk and Talanoa Hufanga are entering the final years of their rookie deals next year. They're set for new contracts as well. So San Francisco's going to have a couple of really difficult decisions to make. Who do we pay? Who do we let go? Who do we invest in? Who do we not invest in? Either way, whether you're paying a player or you're not, you're letting them walk. There are risks involved. And when you're talking about billion-dollar companies, there are always risks involved. Should the Niners pay Ward? You let us know. You share your opinions down in the comment section, because here on the 49ers Report, we give you a forum to let your voices be heard. E for extend, P for too pricey.